literally a hair in my eye. Hey y'all, and welcome back. I hope you're having a great week. I just wanted to do a really quick video about how I keep my home clean and organized, but also I'm able to keep my stress down. As I'm sure we mostly know at this point, stress actually can help elevate fibromyalgia pain and symptoms and fibro fog. I've started to live in a certain way that actually helps me keep stress down, but also not live in a pigsty. So the first thing that I do is I take a notepad and I write down the things that I need to get done that week in terms of cleaning and errands, etc. A lot of these things tend to repeat every week, so I try to do the same things every day. I've found that if I'm able to break down things into 1 or 2 things a day, my week goes so much better. I don't have this one massive rush, like let's say right before my boyfriend comes over on a weekend, where I'm just like, I have to clean the house. If I'm getting everything done throughout the week, then I'm not stressed out in the long term. So the number one thing that I do is I write down everything that I want to accomplish that week. And then I delegate. Okay, so I know what my week basically looks out. I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday I work again. So my only off days are Thursday, Saturday, Sunday right now. Even though Thursday I tend to be a little bit burnt out, I try to get a little bit of a bigger thing done on Thursday. I'll try to do smaller things on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Smaller things would be cleaning the bathroom. If you're on top of it, doing it once a week, it takes 5 minutes if you're not scrubbing the tub, if you're not doing a deep clean. So if you do kind of just the surface clean the mirrors, wipe down counters and everything, scrub the toilet, it takes you about 5 minutes, not even, you know, think about it in terms of time. How long is this thing gonna take me? How many spoons is it going to use? If you don't know what spoon theory is, please Google it. I can also do a video on it if you want, but I'm not gonna get into it right here. But a lot of us consider ourselves spoonies, and if you're not sure what that means or what that term is, consult the Google. There will be tons of articles, okay? Last night, I got in the mail a stainless steel cleaner that I had been hearing amazing things about. I'm new to this apartment and there's some rust in certain places that I want to try to get rid of. And what I did yesterday was I just scrubbed down my sink because there were some stains in the bottom of the sink, and it took less than a minute. I mean, these things don't have to take a long time, but if we're piling them all up on one day and saying I have to do all of this stuff in this one day, we're gonna get overwhelmed and it's gonna be stressful. But if we're doing things throughout the week, then, you know, future Dina, future Linda, future Will, what have you, you know, is gonna be thankful. So number 1, write everything down. It just helps keep you organized. Number 2, delegate to different days. If there are certain things that you know are gonna be beneficial to you, if you do them on a daily basis, try to do those things on a daily basis. I do a few things on a daily basis to set me up for success later on in the week, and I'm gonna run through them right now for you. Just a few of them. You can see my shower right now, actually. Every time I shower, as I've talked about in my last video, when I'm doing my cold showers, I actually squeegee my shower tiles after, so I don't have to do a massive deep scrub of them ever, really. I mean, I'm sure I will eventually. If I just do a squeegee of them, there are no stains, and it's awesome. I also have a cat. Cats track litter everywhere. So every day after I'm done my workout, I do a big sweep. I also shed like crazy, and I desperately need a haircut, but I'm not complaining. I'm just saying she needs to be chopped. I sweep every single day and then kind of like vacuum up what I've swept up. It just works better. In order to set myself up for success tomorrow morning, what I'm gonna do tonight is I'm going to get my kettle ready, plugged in with water. I'm gonna set out a bowl and a bag of oatmeal and get a spoon ready. Then tomorrow morning when I get up, I'm gonna get my kettle going, I'm gonna prepare my oatmeal, I'm gonna get my cat her medicine and her food for the morning, and I also have water that I will put in the fridge tonight so that it's cold, that will be ready for me to drink in the morning, and I'm gonna throw my Energize in there, which is my pre-workout. I always work out first thing in the morning, so that's what I do. That felt really roundabout. I could have probably put that in a more succinct way, but that's just how today's going. So to recap, write down everything you want to get done that week. Number 2, this is European. Don't they talk about this? This is a tell in Inglourious Basterds, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It is. Anyways, number 1, write down everything you want to accomplish that week on top of work and everything else. Yeah, and maybe that's just like one thing, right? It's not a big deal. Like whatever you want to do, whatever you need to do, make your list. If you have family members that you can delegate to, delegate. Why not? If I had family members I could delegate to, I would totally delegate. I don't. I live by myself with a cat who doesn't really do much. She loves on me, and that's huge. So, you know, she's my therapy cat basically. So she actually does a lot. But in terms of cleaning the place, she does nothing, obviously. Delegate or determine what day you're going to do the thing on. If there are smaller things that you can recognize and acknowledge that will help you be prepared for success tomorrow. I know a lot of athletes will talk about putting out their shoes and clothes for the next day already. A lot of business people do that just so it kind of cuts down on morning time when, you know, you're not a morning person. All of these little things, they take not a lot of time and they can totally help prepare you for the next day and help you be less stressed. Now, the third thing, and I have to emphasize this, you have to be willing to give yourself grace within this. Because there are some days that I write my list and I'm like, I'm gonna get all this stuff done, and then I have a massive fibro crash. Like, chronic fatigue is setting in, I can barely link two words together, I'm in a lot of pain. I'm not gonna get much done that day. And that's okay. The amount of times that I've written down, I'm gonna get this done, and then I've kind of circled it and just put like tomorrow on it, and then other things kind of get pushed, that's okay. That's absolutely fine. Number one priority is listening to your body. When that happens, I then go, okay, what are the things that I have to do today without question, without fail? And that's, you know, maybe that's work. I try to make it a goal of mine to never call in sick for work. And every so often it's happened, but I'm a private contractor who works paycheck to paycheck. So I try very hard not to call in sick to work. It's just, I can't afford to, which is really sad and really bad. And that's a whole government discussion and we're not going to go there. But I'm just saying, you have to be willing to give yourself grace. You are your number one priority. You need to take care of yourself. Now, I understand if you have kids and a husband, you know, priorities shift, but you still have to take care of yourself. You cannot take care of other people if you are not okay. And with fibromyalgia, that's a big deal. If we're having massive flare-ups, we have to be willing to ask for help. That also can be really hard. I struggle with that myself. I don't know. Like I say, I have a boyfriend. It feels like a long distance relationship. We don't see each other that much and we're in a pandemic. So when I do see him, it's not like I'm gonna be like, can you vacuum? Or, you know, can you do the dishes? You know, that's just not what's gonna happen. I'm in charge of this space. And in order to make sure that my stress doesn't peak on a Sunday when I'm going, oh my gosh, I haven't cleaned this week, I've got to get some stuff done. I've got to do it throughout the week in order to make sure that my stress isn't through the roof about that. So like I say, for me, there are a few things that I have to do every day. One of the things that I really try to do is get my dishes done at night before I go to bed, because if I wake up to a dirty kitchen, I feel like I'm already waking up to just a stressful day. Like my stress just rises. I don't know why. I think I'm turning into my mom a little bit, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. She's a wonderful woman, but you know what I mean? I think it's really important to be set up for success. How do we set ourselves up for success? We have to know where we're going. That's another video. But it's really helpful if you have what you need to do that week laid out in front of you. Get her done. Like, give yourself grace. I hope that makes sense. If you also do things like this, let me know. If you don't, cool. Let me know if you try it. I hope y'all are having a great week, and I will talk to you soon. Make it a great day.